I am. I know me. I don't eat meat, but I'm not vegetarian. I love God of the universe, but I'm not religious. I love women, but I'm not a lover. I love men, but I'm not gay. I love nature, but I'm not a botanist or a naturalist. I love the cosmos, but I'm not an astrologer. I love death, but I enjoy living. I love life, but from the silence of non-existence. I love you all, but I do not depend on your love. We are not what the minds of others think or believe. Stop living in a loop in order to let yourself be carried by the upward spiral of existence. Guided by your essence, you will live in transcendental harmony, and both magic and health will appear. Look kindly, patiently, unintentionally for the coherence between your heart and mind, then the universe will take care of you. You are not what others say you are. You are not what you do or think from the mind. You are what you feel and do from the spirit, and that cannot be seen, even less understood, from a rational perspective. Science tries to explain to disbelieving minds what already exists in the universe. Don't wait to understand the magic of life, or you will get lost and ill. Transcendental certainty generates mental doubt.
Bob. Let me introduce the newcomer of the AtelTrainer family. Welcome, Bob, our tractor that has more than 30 years of experience in oxygenating lands and transporting heavy loads. You have just arrived to help us take care of our organic orchard, build the Transcendental Spiritual Center, and maintain it. Ever since you joined us, accompanied by your cockatish trailer, our hands and backs are relieved, and the efficiency of hard labors has been multiplied. Thank you. The deep sound of your robust engine takes us back to an old Spanish rural atmosphere, where children and adults' laughters filled mountains and meadows with joy. The joy of living in harmony with nature that gave away its crops to sustain its caretakers, however more or less inspired they were. Bob, the avarice and manipulative ambition of men, swapped the involvement of cavalries that lasted through centuries for your plowing performance, as they weren't able to combine technology with nature in all its dimensions. Dear Bob, your presence and cooperation will help us share this place with our future friends, the horses, that will join our universal family, union of all living beings. All this to share with whom is willing to live in harmony with the all, far from any religion, sect, politics, sharing the balance of life. The transcendental talent. In Spanish, the word gift, ability, has a deeply religious connotation, as it is defined as the special grace or ability to do something, either natural or supernatural, that the Christian believer possesses and is given by God. I feel like this expression should have a broader meaning other than these definitions conditioned mainly by religion. All beings come to this world with an innate gift, which justifies their existence and experiences. You could then change the word gift by life mission. Apple trees have as their main mission talent, offering apples. Cherry trees, cherries. Bees, pollinating and offering some of their honey. Cows, lovingly sharing their milk. Predators such as lions, wolves, eagles, maintaining the balance between all beings and nature for transcendental harmony. These are simple examples of generic gifts that help maintain the global balance of the planet, where human beings are the guests of honor, unfortunately of horror, as they don't understand their mission, gift of life, gift of the universe. If there is a race on this planet whose individuals are born with a transcendental and personal gift, in order to enjoy the universe's paradise that is planet Earth, it is the human race. We could say that human beings don't cooperate directly with nature to create the global balance on this planet, but as guests of existential harmony, they should take care of nature to help maintaining the fragile existential equilibrium. Humans enjoy their lives thanks to other beings that unfortunately are slowly disappearing, suffering from the ignorance and darkness of the human mind. The generic gift, talent, of human beings is to love and care for those who care for you. To love and care for Mother Earth, who materializes the here and now. To solemnly love the universe, the origin and end of the all. Beyond the generic gift, each person is born with a unique evolutionary seed, complementing the ones that were inherited through the genes. This evolutionary seed that is very present in newer generations will allow them to live in harmony among all beings in this paradise, living a longer life, being healthier, uniting body, mind, and spirit are their main missions. Each person has a transcendental talent to reunite and not to divide, starting with oneself. This is the gift of the universe, gift of creation, gift of life itself. The energy that liberates each individual's transcendental talents is disinterested and profound love for the good of the all. My main transcendental gift is to help others to discover their own divine gift. Hidden gifts, silenced by a conditioned life, by so many traditions and fears. Each divine gift is like a link from the chain of balance that is maintained thanks to the interactions of all beings, from the bee to the human. To live away from our mission of life is to open the door to discomfort, restlessness, disease, looking for distractions for being existentially lost. With the publication of my 3 books of the AtelTrainer method, I offer a guide to recover the hidden gift: Psychofitness Holistic, Zen Sport, Transcendental Training. Lots of energy is required to swim against the current, but soon rivers will change their course. Do you live to eat? Or do you eat to live? It is the philosophical dilemma which concerns mundaneness. From the restlessness motivated by an excess of weight and food consumption stems the colloquial expression, live to eat or eat to live, intended more towards seeking solace than a solution or answer to an emergent existential doubt. Whatever may be said, regardless of the answer or affirmation that one gives, since food and drink have become a pleasure, an anxiolytic remedy, the great majority of people live to eat, as they have become disconnected with the pleasure of living in this magic life. Learning how to live and feel from the heart, far away from traditions and acquired customs, and having fed the soul in connection with the universe, will decrease your need to eat. Only will remain the necessity for food to live. Such magic, full of ups and downs, is life itself, but contemplating the avatars of existence from transcendental feeling and living. While living from the feeling, far from traditions and imposed customs, keeping one's soul fed and cared for by the universe, the motivation to eat just for pleasure is greatly reduced. The sacred sustenance that Mother Earth selflessly gives is only consumed out of need. It is said that in the past, food was scarce and people lived to get food in order to survive. Nowadays, there's enough food for everyone, but it is badly distributed by hidden interests. Unfortunately, the suffering of many makes the joy of few. You cannot deceive your mind, only live without depending on your thoughts, transcending them. In my 4 books, I mention the evolution of food. It all relies on living in connection with the universe to rebalance mind, body, and spirit. Friendship. Because human beings are social animals, the search for friendships has become a competition towards acceptance and success. The more friends you have, the more chances you have to be accepted by society, to find a job, to meet the ideal partner. This is the subliminal message that increases selfishness and superficial relationships. This existential emptiness, filled with superficial friends, is just a distraction, just a reflection of minds that have lost their vital focus, being and not depending. Friendships, for a long time now, have become an excuse to prevent boredom because of the fear of spending some instants alone. True friendships that arise without searching for them while crossing the valleys and meadows of our existences, where few words are necessary to share love and harmony, as the soul's spiritual presence is enough, are disappearing because of lost minds that pay more attention to distraction than complicity, intimacy. People look for influential friendships to try to protect themselves from the insecurities and fears created by the collective imagination, to better channel the future of the masses. Belonging to a social group has been sought after in order to feel accepted, strong, and protected from the silence and the misunderstood solitude. Superficial friendships are often prioritized over the deep and serious relationships, weakening the faith in oneself. Superficial friendships are the relationships of weak minds and unconscious egos. True, sincere, and deep friendships can only be manifested from the connection of the essences, spirits. Sometimes transforming friends and life partners, endearing friends, accomplices for all eternity, no matter what. Many call me friend after sharing my permanent spiritual retreat in the Valley of Ortunas, needing to ease their sensitive minds from worries and fears, until they don't need to disturb my silence anymore because they have recovered their faith in themselves. Only then we are united from the distance, in silence, by the transcendental friendship that only loves, doesn't divide, doesn't possess, doesn't judge. Then, my marvelous loneliness is filled of collective peace for the sake of the all, united by the energy of sharing what is offered. I have to speak a lot these days to tend to restless, lost minds that are trying to understand that nothing has to be understood, which ends with a transcendental love hug, with no need to say or to hear a word, uniting body, mind, and spirit. During these times of big distractions and fears, there will always be the honest, selfless friendship between humans and nature and all its wild or tamed beings. In this dimension, we only share without needing to utter a word. Universal harmony is shared in silence. The day that all human beings around the world stop searching outside for the friendship within them, humanity will be united again in peace and harmony with the all. Transcendental friendship. I am not the friend of your mind, but I love you from spirit to spirit. Thank you. I am grateful. Virtual reality. The word virtual comes from Latin virtus, meaning strength or virtue. However, nowadays we use this word to describe things that apparently don't exist, in opposition to real or physical objects. The rational mind, source of imagination and dreams, qualifies as virtual, is not real. Everything related to electronics, computing, technology, but is actually the mind, source of rationality, real? For the mind, real are its dreams and imaginations put into practice. From there have been built the values and social habits that turn their backs to the transcendental reality. We can already see the critical planetary situation where this mental reality has led us. It is said that there are as many realities as people, minds, but there is only one reality for all beings. This reality is common to all mortals. The sun warms everyone's heart. The sky is blue for every eye. The water is pure and fresh for every living being. The stars shine for every soul. Fruits and vegetables nourish every living being. Mother Earth takes care of all of us. The fate of our planet Earth is shared by everyone. Transcendental reality takes care of life in loving harmony with the universe. The mental reality that has created a sub-reality that breaks the transcendental balance is nothing more than a virtual reality put in place for selfish ends. My words are not words of criticism. They are words of reflection for the good of the all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.